Adamu ina masi asaba. Mamenka say the NIB Jimekonu say one of your so we pay for your dream promotion. Eguswa aircost for kwanson for kra. Abuchi for so moso mohwe. Nana hima papa bi nana hima na de what me di kra ba. Thank you. Mo abuchi mo Australia, most of them was Mosumaji Brahma. Nana Efia Kobi, Mensa Bonsu, Nana Sushebi. And again, Mankasim Hene, my Hene, Anafi, a change of my Hene, Professor Judy, Munina Mosumaji Bra, Mosumoshebi. A bar him for Dinsa, Namirifi, Elmina, my Hene, Nana Kunya, Anafi Kikus Mano, Bafo Kusiata. Is it Osaberima? Yeah, Osaberima. Okay, Osaberima. Sure. Well, we hear say bedani di waji baby ya Ghana had him say it you go down the cry. Oh, what I was saying. Still strong, looking good, man.
Thank you. Thank you. This is about
I see. Bibi, come on.
Adom.
Belated Father's Day to you.
Thank you. Same to you. We can say.
Thank you. Dr. Cook, on the Millennium Compact name.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Cook, I'm about to say, you won a difficult constituency, so I'm hoping, say, your party will take good care of that constituency. In fact, it was some of us, our expectations, it will not come as a surprise. Nana Kanya Nebeson, so now to just make sure your constituency is on. But it's all good.
Everything is okay.
But our constituency on quiet time, Papa. Papa, forgive me. On the spot, forgive me. Just forgive. No, forgive me, but it's good.
I saw him cry. I saw him America.
Oh, sure.
And I saw him America. Also for Ansana America, so Ukwan with the Upper investors in Bar Obebre.
Okay.
Say, Abangwe, committed to work.
Okay.
So me pipe on say you better find the necessary resources now.
But what I shall say to Anamo, because one of your rules here lobbying for such projects to come to your constituency.
When I say we a prophet, me free studio have me called Ministry of Roads and Transport. Sorry, Ministry of Roads and Highways.
Okay.
Yeah, Honorable Makwata. Na mature crata dia command. Na ya share kwanya. Unse who Abangwe who approach it was any different from the all outside.
But then, in your case, I think it should be different because your constituency is a very difficult area for your party.
Ampa, minim say penny for it was strategy. So me ben I'm always getting closer now.
You may be a omo couple no a home more because do know our constituency.
Yeah.
But they kind of say, oh, that's your free consultation for your constituency. No?
When I know the say I asked for over 9-10 years. On Mondays, first na me here on Wednesdays. But sorry, uko Wednesdays na ube free wa ako parliament and na omo patient no. Omo I say oja. Ebi muso ba omo beka say man show wa omo ko fie. So I've switched to Mondays. Mondays you tank up.
Okay.
So that Mondays I'm able to stay
enough
just
time.
like 2-3 just like a normal working hours. Say ko you mind wende. O show mo na the same time almost home.
Okay.
Go be o sebio Kronusu. You know our place we have about 150,000 registered voters. Very huge. So through the hospital, people get to see you now. Visibility. So our issues. Obi cry to me about hospital. I don't know so I nye yare no yare. Ora. Ye kwan no sa gata no. Nti na me ba no. Nti bomondi.
Minister wa fẹ́ mo enjo no odi. Wa fẹ́ mo odi say.
Me wo no. Say na why fresh no so da ben. Yeah, bon fire say yes strategy na everybody.
Minister wa fẹ́ mo side no. O kan o bega za afraid of one but ya kwa ba.
The life of an MP no. Who share life pa o live no. Da onye MP biom no. O mind that's when you appreciate the value of
time
and freedom. I'm telling you. Because even in sleep, messages and calls have waited for you. From 5 to 2, we drew Vienna about 11. Oh my, Sata a pakra over Tanaso, Ukoboko.
Shatter.
Shatter, nobody. Strategy.
Cool, smooth,
yes. 8 plus or minus some business.
I see.
Yeah.
But it's all good. You
Yes,
need
yes,
to
yes.
experience
Who will be
it.
our famous now? Do Obu Amano?
One of the things our opposition now Kasapa about Shatamo Abayano was that National Health Insurance, genuinely as a doctor from where you sat, any maybe out. Is there any change?
Yeah, on my first of all, I started
in your language, Ghana language.
Oh,
yeah, adult education in Ghana.
Yeah. No only intention. In your men come
okay, all right.
In your men come New York. Live in Mbanye de Omanye. You be no Dr. Koboy. Obano Wagba Mansani. Ma Ayano. Mbra Tabi, Sina brother. Oh, live in Milan. Many or Teshife. Live in Mbanye de Omanye. Mbra Mayin in Cobra Sante. Live in a Onganya Fair. Nana. Machao. Machao.
Hey, you know what my menu could use because if you can't. I see. You're more common.
No, Mamincha, me papa.
Okay.
Nama wishing belated happy Father's Day.
Okay.
The president of the country. Nana lo danko. Nama cham papa bium osajifo.
Okay. Yeah. You really like that man.
Oh na. Ben papa na last minute mo come sam si nana. We management consultancy and we are management consultant and now politician. The man is deep. Man ubena or the old bon coma. Say nye sebi na nakeka ye cover function. No. The man is very deep. So sebi we a young person so more we deep no. You have to get closer. And also nyansa no. You know, to be honest, it's a policy be anya problem. And now we are handle some policy like insurance, our problem. Within the first 6 months to 12 months, Uber change crown, it will not be very significant. Because just as it takes time for a policy to show signs that it's not being run well, so would it take some incubation period for the interventions to show, says he said, a recover and a change course. You know, and the Metima can say, looking at the patients, complaints no about from kakra now so encore completely. What I say. Now it is when we get to the end of the year that I'll start looking for the measurables.
Okay, so in opposition, what were the challenges with the scheme?
Oh, the main challenge was that omu share patients no omu di omu claims no kwa. Normally it's true say a credit system. They don't pay you before. Why share patients say maybe at 3 months time. And I bet you the last 3 months I will share. But in the past, 1 year, sometimes 13 months, now into a hospital. Into the end, say, OPD, the show. Now capture say, oh, Uba a show. Now, so we do pharmacy department, you know. Now I see, well, a draw ABC, a new.
Okay, Jina, Dan me busai omo. Me ma kwaji prescription form jako pharmacy. In no train necessary to. Pharmacy shop ne mami 1.
Yeah.
So how then would end a pay and as in a NHIS a Jumekuno. So more payments. How then would they detect that sad you will their brave no Nipa no 1 no when yet to
oh and they say it's simple, you know, as part of the forms, you know. Say 3 drugs na amount 1. They will only input 1 or as a charge. Like charging for the
but that's for pharmacy shop in the cra.
Yes.
But you in your absence they can still take that all provided.
Say your audit systems. Health insurance or more audit system. Doctors, the pharmacists in Yama, or mobile, say be almost our system no da. Until they have a way of checking
that.
Just that it's not every system there can be loopholes and all that. So that's why your audit mechanisms must be strong. But the main point was that hospitals, you know, or my no one person make close you down. Oh, your hospital now you do 30, 40 months, 9 2 hours. The agent say in draw wama care wama you credit basis. Companies no but they draw if you want to catch us say man into the hospital come to health. But hospitals no person make close down to them say doctor now buy the to into OPD they am close. Now so we do pharmacy no draw no ni.
Okay.
Into when a patient wey for say na insurance na nye adwuma. Now so say bi obi oye politics and oye popular no. You be can say oh this year nation for 1 million. Now so out of 1 million no only maybe 10% and I say bi omu dey need go fee. Because my own so be about hospital only the ojuhwe say be doctor dey bon komo enye komo no na eyan no e duro odi kofi
okay
but patient ba na odi ni kasa bebre e na obi be kasa ko si sen Dominic awasempa enti doctor bebre awaka ko si sen na wa ba doctor e duro 5 na ocho e duro no 1 kra menya 1 no kra say patient so omonim hwe one ko para me tanka bonye de bonye di no na me koto so the ama patient energy ni say kasa bebre na o kan no o man ho edru
Okay.
you know so that's what we are hoping for.
Golas is your chair.
Yeah, imagine so.
So you're looking good.
Thank you.
Golas neka.
Thank
Golas here why?
I don't menyango. Yeah.
But we'll feel you more.
What my be kakra o.
Of course. Someone am go no mind.
Yeah,
you agree to that someone am go no mind.
No, yengu
but so campaign MPP for.
No, me on the
doctor on a semper.
On
all my engagements.
I mean I meet him sometimes. Mama so me gina mu efrido me chia oye infant mindful no any central region fu nyina mafi one. But in repayment you will pay ho. Okay. But Azukra no oye atete kakra during 2016 only nkofo a wo wi because in MPP for can the national health insurance onye djuma me wan enyim the national health insurance no oye djuma but wo bon dede ama obi po ya na oboko hospital no onyi sika no kita card na o sande obi what radio do waka the national health insurance onye djuma nti onko otrefia ne wewu ata say nti oya sometimes nipa na pomdin yemfa nya politics nipa na apomdin yemfa nya politics say national health insurance the yeguna enka wamboto yegun kra tire most more work can in the wa say in the wa them but no ndo ya me ya mpoin there what's a way gunumpo in a one candidates bi mo wa they are registering people national na da one can say sadinegu are you trying to put your people in suffrage? I mean, what are you trying to tell me? They knew it was working, but for propaganda sake, no, obakade adinegu. No system our Ghana or perfect. Yeah, in yama bi unkofu tire most marika there one paracetamol pen and that kind of thing. Obodu baby the some of the hospitals were also shortchanging the government. Because Obia one shen in Yama 1 year in the wire them no what in account. So you realize there, no, it's pressure system no more. At the end of the day, no, them more policy been our debate was start to work as in boyfriend then.
Yeah. No, so more test then
the capitation was to solve that problem. The capitation because in painful who they know we have to devise some system be able to wama adin waye wedimu ye nkofo won fa ho won fa sisi aban no what the capitation be no nkofo kunti capitation na but that time no in aban him there the capitation is one thing that is going to at least streamline the NHIS properly but in America there it's easier said than done nankasa no kromfo o asem bia woka nkrafo wo kase bia woka wo se shoni yefo ata say shoni yefo no na chen there echiazi oyefe
the sika na you
no ibien ho a ene hu de nya dem na oti e wo so identity nti oya odu baby a nya mebi wo ho a e kan infantefo mpemfo wo kan say bi wo se dawa no esen ina ogina ho oretwen what you say we'll be waiting for you. I mean, you go around and come and meet the same thing. I say because me sometimes look, even being an NDC MP then some of their promises were too sweet. I mean, look, if I were some floating voters, I would definitely would have gone for them. You understand me? But sometimes it wanted one then with the how can that be possible? Now, what being me? They need 6 months. How many? What did Baumia, Vice President Baumia, Iba Samra Keche here? Also, within how many months? 3 months. They would have cleared all the debt of NHI. But we were in Koho. So you don't make such statements. I say, but hey, for political gains, no, they were able to say things, or they were able to tell some little lies that really.
So would you say MPP MPP
oh no, but let me tell you one thing, Master. You before MPP came to power, what was your understanding about the free SHS? Tell me the truth. What was your understanding about the kind of thing?
That's what free SHS. No, maybe
Asanda
their message was that
No. The message during the during the campaign is what I'm asking.
Okay,
talking
what was
about.
the message there?
The message is free. Nobody in SHS will be paying fee. Nobody. They are, no, I'm coming. That was the message they brought. Free. Now you are coming to tell me, say those Inform 2 and Form 3 are not going to enjoy the free SHS. So who was talking that? Who was saying the truth? We said we were making it progressively free. Yes, and we started with the day students. Yes, that was the thing. But what happened? At the end of the day, we are now facing the realities. Now they are telling you, even those who even enjoy is graded. You when you grade, where are you? I mean, what are you trying to tell me? So if you say that, and later on, that means the poor people that we are trying to support, we might not end up supporting them because there is one boy who is from a town in my constituency called Befikro. He's a medical student now. This guy went to this Befikro GHS. He couldn't get like but meanwhile no onya say 15 mpoa or 20 mpoa. He was the best in school in the school that time. And looking at the policy that is coming out, that person wouldn't have enjoyed a free SHS. Maybe all he's going to get is some bursary kind of thing. But this boy was able to go to secondary school and pass, and now he's in the medical school. You understand me? In Kenya there, like Obimu Obuan Kakran or Kreya, because he's coming from a deprived area, he would have whack him because at the end of the day, that is not what they told us. They told us secondary school will be free. You didn't say first years entering secondary school. Do you think those people who were in Form 2, who were going to Form 3 with voting age, they would have voted for you if you say that? They wouldn't have. Okay. But they blanketed the thing in such a way that we all fell for it.
Okay. Quick one. The first one is look, let's be honest. Most of them conform can say health insurance or more problems than Jumano. I've explained to you, I've sat in the consulting room. It's because or more problems say or more gene drawer. They don't get the drugs. 2, me, I've done surgery, operation from Baumuko. Obano at the hall after operation. You catch and say operation need the insurance at your mouth. I've seen patients that are in pain because on top painkiller. You do beef for painkiller there. Ideally, no one was insurance and cover drugs. But hospital no dika 13 months, 14 months. And your own person be close to theater and on him say I bind the ali doctor and why they what you. So these are genuine problems. Now, me a doctor. Now me catch him for say register with insurance and son of a hospital. Although me said there were challenges. Let me show you why. Insurance and free amount consultation.
You have access to the doctor.
So although there were problems, there is a benefit you get. The fact that there was a benefit does not mean that it was okay.
But you captured it as you said.
No, you say it's collapsed.
No.
You use the word. But the message across was that it was totally out of order.
Financing is a very important aspect of.
So there were challenges.
The financing,
even if you come to manage it, there will be challenges.
What we are doing, what the new management is doing, that some even 100 million, 200 million Ghana cedis a month. They will pay about 70. We are having a minimum we pay every month to the provider. So I want my brother to say the challenges were very significant, and when challenges are significant, the adjectives you can put on them. Make us 6 months. Man can say 6 months before. I said me as a person in terms of measurables.
No, practically.
Now, or can be about free SHS. Only BB tech. Tell me what Kumasi University of Science and Technology. Professor Adom, may his soul rest in peace. Or the police be by say, or more free crossing in Yamano. Maybe a medical school. Me say yes. Me say grade a midi free presec call medical school. And you no be the free ebia kwesimintim
edibai.
SHS edibai. Now so neighbor no free kwesimintim no mark no is still a pass mark.
Yeah.
Look at the difference. So ebia midi 4A's 4B's and I midi call medical school. Obidi 2A's 2C's and a B about medical school. Your man is a privilege because in the school is 10%. But Kaiser still know why they were qualified.
Is within the range.
Excellent. That's what we are doing with
competition. Exactly.
Oba is say tech. Obi timinya out of maybe 10 subjects no wanya 7 is 1B and until to be qualifying for medical school because you straight obi anya all now so dia kwesi mintim na ya mani pare say onya C5 any A3 na so ko Sarah here come about the free SHS and say Sebio you have to qualify for you to what enjoy it
at whatever condition
no I'm coming
no,
now
but the qualification
I'm coming and the 24 and I hear the list how the entire SHS
no not 24 not 24
all the money
the aggregate the range is 24 now Sarah na man and one in the past no who call SHS you have to what call say the yen you kasa musi free ni there was say obi anya dey now what is more dangerous obi a wanya e aggregate 45 and 50 who the new call SHS what have me obi o you asi because the actually said the capacity enko you count 2x equals to 4
on test here
why ni ube start no either say or that and now or the obi ball come all this table rather the obi say two things either say ube pay mechanism and still you be building the cognitive function na dream and now obe pay other trade amana obe suya obe timi applying in the talent inti be pay macho so the omo can say oh must free the obi come the here can say mun come now so you have to what qualify the last example me want say me constituency me nyam brante bi omo ye me ward omo yini omo si omo be ko soldier army na balance no wateshi into omo be ko bi omo yini any grades by no army say yes CCC at least you get C omo yini if you kita E if you kita F misi omi pamucho yesi mo qualify sana metimi aboamu omo se o protocol misi o protocol so qualify na protocol qualify ese protocol no say omo yini mi ko free army commander bi e mo omo de omo be kasai ansa na me hu tomu anka krom nyina
protocol
yesi Dr. Ko on boy also fine protocol enti enu na that's the truth about the free enti honorable no onya
but omahin je be wo ho we have to face realities. You are talking about somebody coming with 45 going to secondary school and whatever, but the secondary school to enter secondary school no the cutoff point is not 24. The 24 will be for some certain category of schools. But no, I'm coming. The cutoff. Look, if you pass, once you pass, do you know the pass? It's about look. If you get,
once you pass,
no, maybe if you get 6 Ds in all your course, the core subject and if you get 6 Ds, D said D5 or D. No, I'm coming about D5. D5 was a D.
Pass.
No, I'm coming. I'm just trying to build up. D6. As I say, Obinia D6 or D7. D is a pass. D7. So 7. Only D4. 7 times 6. Yes. So 24 is not the cutoff point. 24 might be maybe for some schools. But other schools
are in the cutoff.
Yes.
But policy
no. Yes. No, because if
by 24, they now 24.
No, you're a mistake. I know somebody.
Okay.
I begged.
Okay.
This one. No. I begged a headmistress to pick a girl. My girl no there on in them school. This girl got 29, and the 29. From a small village school or fees from a classic school in a make up headmistress in each other. I will say bibi crampa oma girl in first school no mukeke. Abra girl local school no in the classes in ma only science class you know 2 vacancies. Everyone is a girl who got 29 under normal circumstances when you know consider science class. They put this guy in the science class. I'm not hear them 4 years now. I'm telling you, the girl graduated at KNUST with a degree in biochemistry. Abra will do from 4 no. Inna, what did them 6 months? They couldn't. It's all a disadvantage for we those people like Eco School Home Class. Eco School Home Class because we are not exposed like Oma one crime. Oma one crime. Master, share a video being out there in former. They are showing them what is a mouse. What the bad order she will say, click here, double click.
That's the reality on the ground.
You see, there, but when I go to a school in Accra, they have the computers there that they play with. So into okay ICT, exam CCR, and the guy in the village gets 7, and you get 1. Me, I'll pair the person with you because you have all it takes to
even with the stone as
with
the
stone
mouse.
when you're 7. You know, so into maybe why we policy here. Or there policy on board only the advantaged Atase, because if you are crying, go to schools any yamba ko Atase, look at the kind of facilities they have in the work of field trips, in the way how the ecosystem works. Some community school be or village be will not get advantage to.
Okay, so now at least an idea of what we are. We are going to talk about the suspension of the mandatory toll tax, but national health insurance and a lot of people have generated this. It be quite more where the payment okay, I read some of them. The charges on the left are for insurance, and the one on the right is what I paid out of my pocket. Meanwhile, I bought even common cotton from my pocket. Obisu challenge.
When was that?
I'm sure.
There's a date on this thing.
Okay, I'll check the date. And then Honorable Anomafo greets you. Kwamna Anomafo. Happy to see my boss Shatta One on TV. Wish him a happy belated Father's Day. If you get C6 throughout, I get 36.
Yeah.
And it's a pass. So the cutoff point generally is not 24. It's a particular school that determines where it wants to fix it or cut off. And this one says that okay, I don't know that you want to be incoming central regional chairman. I see. Okay, so that one let's reserve it until no. Okay, so this one, the pass is aggregate 32. Aquinas is totally disoriented on the free SHS policy. The guy he used from Befikrom would have benefited from the free SHS policy with aggregate 15. Laws do not take retrospective effect. The policy must have an effective date. Entry into SHS has a total ceiling of aggregate 32 according to computer placement policy. Okay, that the NDC introduced in 2010. So, okay, that's somebody also helping us by way of. And this one also says that, good morning, boss. Long time. Kindly say hi to my boss, Honorable Aquinas, for me, JJ Benko, and also Ediwe, actually. And then Justice Sophia Kufuado is a competent woman, and I'm more than confident she will bring honor to the judiciary. I am for, okay, those ones are. And Diasu DC Shatta, we can't just stop loving you. Say hi to my boss. So Diasu DC. Then it means you excelled as a president minister. Because all these DCs are just too happy to see you.
I had a very good working relationship with them. Though.
Okay. And then OPK, AU Farouk, Watabali, good morning. The leadership of our party, the NDC, must follow the 8 recommendations report by Kwesi Botwe Committee. The future of the NDC is bright to win the 2020 elections. OPK or go also say, Honorable Corner should give us a break. NDC collapsed our educational sector. And this one also gets through here. It says that, I'm a teacher in one of the secondary schools in Western Region. A cousin of mine had 25 in BEC and ended up having 7 in WASI. Has just completed Bachelor of Commerce in UCC. So I agree with Honorable Aquinas. Okay, but I'm sure see on share on for the less privileged areas. When I'm mass again, school be so then they are and this one also says that Broja says, why are they calling him Shatta? Is he related to Shattawali? Okay, so Obechi, but Onyoma. Later, no, Wadane Devi, that's up on the Central Region. That's it. We have to be serious as a country. The hospitals are provided with the price list by the NHIS. Time of reimbursement is also determined by the same NHIS, and for over a year, hospitals haven't been paid. Now they pay and they make huge deductions because there are errors on the claims submitted and not because the drugs were not supplied. And this one says that those who were the lead debaters for the NDC in the media space lacked the intellectual depth on economics, public policy, and governance issue. They failed woefully to counter the superior arguments put forward by the NPP on the economy, social policy proposals, and the corruption under Mahama regime. It was surprising that the whole government and party machinery were disabled by the strong arguments of the then running mate of the NPP. The failure by the NDC candidate, his running mate, the leadership of the party, and majority at that time to strongly challenge the views of Dr. Bawumia did grave harm to the image of the NDC and contributed hugely to their defeat. And this one says, mark my words, this year, MPP government will not kowtow to any public pressure to do something about their conditions of service, be it public workers union or private sector participation. We will face the rough and hazards of changing the new government in place. Watch it, and it lasts for 4 years. Their mandate. Alaji Willie P. Okay. Before I go, there's a release from the Transport Ministry by the Minister. Let me just read it out. That is Omomajune. Just read it out here. Okay, so postponement of commencement of the national towing project for broken down and abandoned vehicles. You were in Parliament then. Yeah. No Parliament. Yeah. Okay. Ebinumu, more disservice the previous Parliament to Ghanaians on this issue. The Ministry of Transport has been following the ongoing discussion in the media ahead of the implementation of the national towing project scheduled for July 1, 2017. The ministry notes particularly the concerns regarding the quantum of road safety fees fixed by Parliament, the mandatory nature of the project, extent of sensitization of the project, as well as concerns of monopoly, amongst others. Whilst the ministry acknowledged that the project has been subjected to a series of stakeholder consultations, feedback from public discourse suggests the need for further consultations to assist in public understanding of the rationale for the project. In view of this, the ministry has directed the National Road Safety Commission to further consult with the appropriate stakeholders on the above concerns, including the date for the commencement of the project prior to implementation. The ministry wishes to remind the public that in accordance with LI 2180, number persons may operate a commercial towing service without a permit granted by the minister or his representative. The ministry appeals for calm on this issue. Stationary and broken down vehicles account for 21% of fatal vehicle crashes, accidents that lead to death every year on the average. It remains our expectation that collectively we can find the most effective solution to this concern in the larger public interest. Signed, Kweku Ofori Esiama, Minister, Transport. Okay. Abu Akwanas. Dear Panama, we as Embra.
Parliament.
Yeah.
There, say, Ishe, Inyama, Mosman and Yamaroko. I remember there's somewhere in 2010 when the Professor Mills or inaugurated some towing, it was under Zoom line. Yeah. And it was helping. I mean, those times, more Central Region as the Deputy Minister then, say, Kabi say, Bunga there, towing truck, Kasi of Cape Coast, or Bessin Waking in Wokim. And we know the number of deaths. So it was something that what can we do? Because Obi told the camper can maybe was said to some level. There he wouldn't even bother to come and look for it. But it's a state responsibility to do what? To at least clear the roads.
Yeah.
Because he lost his life because of car say sequem, I think the whole thing was done, but I don't know if it was signed by the president, because if it was signed, assented to by the president, and straight up, no, it would have been operational. It would have been operational. As I say, until maybe it wasn't. The president didn't assent to it because he felt there were one or two things to be done to the policy. Until MPP was okay, then let them sign it into law. Then let it work. So if they say the last parliament did the service, we didn't do any disservice. I mean, like if you read the whatever, I was a member of the Roads and highways committee. You understand me? Extensive work was done. You understand me? But it wasn't signed into law. I mean, we passed everything that we passed from Parliament should be assented to by the president before it becomes operational. So who is operationalizing it now? Okay, there, like last Parliament, last Parliament. Yeah, we did it, but the thing was lying down. Into be no bo share no de or your policy maybe no so over pay then overuse was signing or what debate until at the end of the day on social media I hear people trying to blame NDC for this. Look, there are so many Imbra our pass for Parliament is still lying down. We are one signing because maybe I do want if what will be there. Yeah. So maybe you wait and maybe they would have brought up some amendment to it. But if the new government realized that there is a problem, all you do is it's already a law.
Okay, so Trimpone is that car assess a council and in Quenchado Dona Eba. In the Enfa Quembisu, the entries are cars yes, but at a cost to Ubia, we are part of the system. Yeah. So, any feedback in your so much involved. Transport owners, unions, and associations, passengers, you know, because clearly with what the minister is saying,
they said they had stakeholders consultation.
It means that sensitization was not enough.
The sensitization, yes, sensitization one properly. But what I mean, the bottom line is who are you trying to save? I'm trying to secure you, the road user, not only the private car owners, but the passenger too is also taken care of. But there, say imbrebi, ishishembrebi to her. Now obimu was started until most masses are suspended. They were to introduce this in 1st July.
Yeah, 1st July.
What's it so do? Yes, it's the same thing that happened. I mean, what year in President then looked at it and said, no, look, I think we need to look at this thing again. So he didn't sign it. So who signed it and bringing it to us to pay? Almost my identity. So let's do the sensitization. If the cost is too high, look, we can find a way of levying people.
They will not feel it.
They will not feel it. You know, Ikeji license. There's some small fee you pay, like 2 CDs, 3 CDs, 5 CDs you pay if you are going to yearly renew your roadworthy. Some small and collectively you can put it in a pool where you'll be used for towing services.
Okay.
I mean, we have to look at that policy again.
But Dr. Kowena, what is to understand what I'm saying with them?
Yeah.
Now, mobile gidi can mobile share Jumana say 1st July. Most Ghana for the donor uti and no ecosi saying uti Miami program. So I think say no.
Yeah.
There's a big gap between more implementing more implementing my.
Yeah.
What is it?
First of all, no, it's true. Say road traffic accidents, road-related deaths are very high in this country. They're one of the highest over the whole world. Over 10,000 people die yearly, either knocked by a car involved in an accident or, through road traffic accidents. And the problem now, tax, and now the policy, try to address, the problem is genuine. The aim or objective is also very, very laudable. But it is the means or the path, a methodology now more adopt and a problematic. That's what I say. Now, every law, senior brother, and every bill, a cut through processes. Also, on your stakeholder engagement, after drafting, they have to look at sections. So, advice from the Attorney General, advice from the subcommittee on legislation and all that. Walk through Udiaba in front of Parliament, Obi who said mistake and a problem when it's immediately Eddie call back. I got through a lot of stages. But I don't say Adru be a better than law no. Now BBI excellent. Still no, even at the last stage of a law, last reading crown, Obi to me who say close way a be hagging. Now as I say the amount Ghana phone what problem say. Adentina say me responsible. Me can't break it down. Me free towing service mo be ya adenti na obi a oja the car etu kwan so nti you see me by force before cry year no be start no me ntua car ye di tow cars na eno no I think idea of the year no might be genuine now so the ordinary man on the streets sure it looks enkoyi now only the second one so ni say the encophobic says identity na company back across the whole country and a car break it down Savelugu and break it down Doma and break it down
one company
Teshi Asifosu sa company pe and Robert me
company
oh
Zoom Lion
just now,
but I know they say both parties in that.
Oh,
you've been dealing with just for all this.
Just for as a company, we really need problem.
If you have challenges with one person,
yes,
getting all government projects is a challenge we can talk about.
Or a company who want strengths on this one and all that, any challenges or weaknesses, just like every company. But the problem is a monopoly.
It breeds a lot of
monopoly. The complications, the challenges, the doors. Oh, obewu company no because on open our sector no. O can break it down our friend. Say omu delay na bibia. Only options so be go another place.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. Shatta, I didn't want consider all these options that Obi was Savelugu, Obi or Hanum say. So can't you also empower other people in those localities or regions, no, to take that up that responsibility to probably bring on board more efficiency?
Report. So
no, I think that should have been the way to go.
Okay.
Because Miji today say like decentralization really obwa.
Yeah.
As I say.
Yeah.
But the fact there, those times, the MPP, before MPP left, we came in 2009, we realized that Zoom Lion was almost in every district. Every district that you go, you see Zoom Lion there. And I'm a
That's correct.
The whole country, every district, Savulugu, Nanton, wherever, Chiruponi, everywhere you have Zoom Lion there. And already the company, in a way, no, is decentralized. Though managed from a now even at all, our decentralization program managed from Accra. So me, if the person have the capacity to do it, I don't have a problem with. But it should be opened. Not, it shouldn't be like him alone. Others too can do.
Okay.
So if I tow a car, I just receipt the say DVLA.
But say, all government projects is like just one group of companies, our capacity and expertise.
No, all government is
almost 99% of major government projects. Is it by inference there's no capacity any company in Ghana? All that capacity or expertise are just one group of companies.
You see, sometimes
that's the discussion again because the other side of it is
that sometimes, you know, you see, we make mistakes. People might have beautiful ideas more than what Jospon has, as I say. But how do you put them together? Look, most of this thing that maybe you see Jospon doing, most of them are his own creation. He will sit down and plan that, look, Master, it's not about people liking Mr. Ejapon so much that they will carry everything to him. No, he is a smart businessman. He looks at where he can lapses. Then I mean, and that is a smart business person. It is every government contract. Look, we know there we were having problems with one or two things. Them Lavender Hill, Adi, how many people is there? It's a good business, but people are not thinking about it. Today, do we have Lavender Hill?
No.
Yes. Through who? It's the same person. Almost identity. People sometimes should be innovative and smart. Look at the economy, look at the loopholes and opportunities, and make sure that you design or tailor a program or a project to suit that thing. And I believe every government will deal with such person.
Okay, but
if the government feels that I'm having a shortfall in one area, now will be about with this kind of policy or this kind of idea. Definitely.
Okay, Doc, but it still comes back to your fear. Just building that monopoly brand. It's like key soap and a dark bar soap. Initially, key soap was extremely stronger.
You know what? first of all, I was say aban way, you should approach. Say or your aban or listens. I was saying Bonabaso because in Statica said tax with the anuyeshi. I then will be recklessness or see suspend it. Now, yeah, review. No, it is my hope. Say, or may take the genuine concerns of Ghanaians. Not only be your mind. So, obi the proposal ba. Say, me share. Say our cars. I break it down now. And was say, only you move free the streets. If you're a government, genuinely, proposal is a stage. You can pay for that. The fact that obi the proposal braille and say when it comes to implementation, the fellows should have the sole access. That cannot be true. Now you know if you're a government. Now, the whole project nationwide, one company, it means you have serious problems. Because you should know, say, one of your best bets to ensuring efficiency is competition.
Empower other people as well.
Exactly. If company, no, very good, no, the strongest in Africa, no, the idea by now, other competitors will naturally fall away because on no performance will overshadow them. That's how company, and the free market, you know, Uton, Kiso, Miton Guardian, my engineer come. It is the clients who will determine the product on Mupe. Now don't start from the word go. And cause on the idea about me. Look, me man share Obia or Germany. Our chairman documents are or their chair are buying Tama NDC war.
Severally.
I have all the documents. No, see, our ministers in Yamaha, Nelson is one of the companies in Germany, Omohandle Waste. They are ready to build a waste plant and it not only process waste, but convert it to bioenergy. Omaini, unim challenges with seeing government officials. Such challenge me body di. Enti,
what's that?
Say no. Those have been card, you know. Now shut up, is all baby. We see challenges. Sana my body.
What's your body?
Me body, you know. Now so I call minister.
This energy, no, this waste to energy. Look, let me tell you, a lot of companies, not only the Nelson company, a lot of company will come in and say that we will transfer. Okay, look, fine. Then go to ECG and see if you can get an off-taker agreement. But the pricing there, no, for you to even convert remember, to convert, if you are selling that energy to ECG, they will make money.
I know.
So most of them fell out not because they were asking for some money from them. Because if you do the serious calculation now, they realize that no,
they'll be losing.
So they won't do it. So don't say that maybe bad. I know I was the deputy minister of local government before.
But let me say something.
So I saw almost all these things.
No matter how deficient other competitors are when you do the assessment, there should be no way, say at the end of the day, the final product, one person is allowed to operate. That shows some degree of culpability and connivance. No way. Even if the other
a nationwide project.
Exactly. Even if the other competitors are deficient, allow them to enter the market
as well.
With no. You assuming free market forces are not here. Oh yeah, by now GD say, deeper no be compete just spawn. Only massive say just spawn. Ma ye nyina who say towing service no. Ultimate free company any just spawn. Now you say just spawn ye juma so much say company A one year customers on one day after out. But it should never happen. And you know what, Omaini? This is close to sole sourcing. No, we see close. They are not the same. I'm not talking about procurement. But when all the time, when an initiative across the country, not only even with the sanitation, most districts, every the source, see, every the local government. Me matina Dr. Jumanity Machin Krasi Bebri, Matina Krasi Bia, Omaini, before disbursement no Zumla and Yonu.
Fumigation in
now,
where did this start? We did this start.
I don't mean,
he's talking about the power of monopoly.
Monopoly, not about the company or your time.
The consequences on us as a country.
Into me, MC, Krano issues with their behavior in your community. I didn't know yet free so. Am I the contract mouse? Let the power come down to where it is. And let
but your former DCs wrote lots of petitions to my table and to the presidency about this fumigation issue from the Westbourne group of companies. As you speak now, what has happened?
Your health committee last year share company be boss some DMB. It's also another subsidiary of just only almost anti-malaria spray. And I'm catching say, it's not about the company. All I'm saying is that we should not personalize it. The bottom line is that if you're a government, and you know what, please, I want to let listeners, viewers, say, Abai bi o ka say problem say Lavender company back on the idea brain now or a lazy government. They are not thinking. You have ministers of environment. If they don't even know how to think about the policy and solve the problem, they should go into the open market and solicit for opinions. They will get it. Men catch say nipa ba kupen or the what are you talking about? There are a lot of places where you no, it's true. Now only me can't be say on my way. She knew I be ya yen down. I buy a port, I buy environment, I buy energy. Across the world, it's already happening. All you need is to be humble enough to go out there and solicit expertise. Most of the time, you get it free. Most of the time, they will say government relations. Sometimes they will even send the experts down for you. Other countries see it as their way of contributing. And so this government is open to ideas. This is a government that will be humble enough to go to those who know and matter. And recently, Kenya, yeah, super modern railway connecting it to other South African countries. First 5-6 hours already were train. He said 30 minutes. Usha say over Germany and now Switzerland and in Africa here. So me paucho sad in the from my and catch Ghana for say nipa ba no di idea by that is not true. Onunkwa no di buy a by implementation allow competition to happen.
I understand American know, I understand everything that you are saying. But my problem is, you see, Amy, my proposal, bro. Maybe you've not even thought of that. But because of my proposal, no, why ignite some interest, no? Then you go and call somebody. What do you call that? That's intellectual theft. Because you've not even thought about how you can turn this table to be a room. But I came and I said, look, this is your table. I can turn it into a room. So it's always
Jospor who brings ideas.
No, it's not. You see, it's not the only Jospor. You see, no, I'm coming. Monopoly, me. I hate monopoly. I hate monopoly. You understand me? I hate monopoly. But at the end of the day, let's build others' capacity. I believe that we as a government, we have to build the capacity of others to compete. But if you say you are going on a tendering thing, that open the tender for whoever wins, it will still come to the same thing because who has the capacity? The person with the capacity wins the day. It was my identity. So me, I would love this thing, this towing services thing. Me, if it's decentralized, look, every district assembly should register the companies that will pick cars from the streets. You understand me? You end up that maybe the guy about 5 or 6 districts or 10 districts, they might end up being subsidiaries of Jospor. You see, no, you see, right now, the Bola 70. I'm the right now because areas this year Wachama companies. You have one area or a Zoom Lion. You have G Waste. You have Stalio Wusu and some other areas. You have
other ones.
It's in the one other ones. So now the thing has come to the floor.
Yeah.
Let's decide what to do as a nation. Yeah. Me, I'm not stopping anybody. I'm not saying that they should give all because he has the capacity. They should give all to him. No. I mean, if as a nation say going that way is going to hurt the nation, but we want to decentralize her. Let's decentralize and see how it works.
And you, as a government, you always have the prerogative to tell Obi or the proposal about say, in as much as it comes from you, in going for it, I'm going to open it up for others
to join.
It is in the interest of the government to do that, and nobody can hold you to ransom. Say because of the say the table where I die in your life, you don't mean find that it cannot happen unless Sebi design what patenting number mean to me here the same. But there's always a way to implement that particular idea. Okay. And we should take a critical look at the process.
Okay. But it comes back to the question of say, try see monopoly brass not other people equally.
Yes.
Just like Jospor started, no. All the support from Ghanaians, no. Other people.
Ministry of Environment can hold workshops for people. There's a way to strengthen people in your country. That's not to say by force to compete with Jospor. But because you know the value of competition and open market, there are people who can do well in waste, but they think that it's not a place to go. Send a seminar for farming, maybe cashew farming. Oh yes, seminar now. You also show them sources of credit.
Okay.
Maybe I'm meeting a minister about my company. Okay. You mean compete? Maybe the likes of Zoomlion. Now, so in our small corners, you know, yes, we will be very efficient. Okay. In our small corner, because of your efficiency, you know, actually, obi kesiye to me by university where you. So that's the idea. Let's try to encourage competition and.
Okay, we're just about to say a rapport, but Shatta, I won't shield you from the law. Akufo-Addo says.
To which people? to which people?
To former members of parliament.
To former members of people, MPP supporters in Savulugu.
No, to Ghanaians.
No, he said to the NDC people in Savulugu, MPP people.
Shatta,
To former members of parliament.
President Nana Akufo-Addo says his government will not serve as a buffer for supporters of the governing Patriotic Party who fall foul of the law. He said he will not falter to ensure that the law of the country is applied to the latter without fear or favor. At the swearing-in ceremony of the new Chief Justice, Sophia Akufu, at the State House in Accra on Monday, the president registered his disapproval of clashes last Thursday between some MPP youth and police in Savulugu. Some MPP executive reportedly stormed the premises of the Savulugu Nantom Municipal Assembly to prevent the newly approved municipal chief executive of the area, Hajia Aisha Seidu, from entering her office. Wielding machetes and clubs, the youth were said to have made their way to the office of the MC when they were stopped by some two policemen who were guarding the entrance. So it goes on and on. Joy News reported. Under Nanado's watch, one of the things that we have always known him to, and that is who he is an advocate for human rights and Obia Oje Emra Etum Odembra Suyejuma. Oh, Dr. Go, but Shatta the Juba.
Okay. You know, Odu somewhat to them. Oya ne kan kakra.
Okay.
Osande yehu enyema bebre awakodo during this short stay. His short stay in office, no. Yehu enyema bebre awakodo. He might be saying, fine, but behind the scene, he will say, honorable small food that I will make sure they obey you. Because we've seen it happen, people attacking people doing all sort of things to Nkofu here. Not only what is happened in Savulugu. What was his response? Kumasi Delta Force was from Delta Force. That be Delta Force Kumasi. Oko release them guys in from. What did he say? It's the same thing. At the end of the day, if you breed people like that, that is what you get. Because I believe the MPP, they really train people. Either a train Badwam to be blood thirsty. Obodu baby, onya blada. Obawa. That is what is happening. We created these boys, we trained them purposely to destabilize the pillars of governance. Now, they've come home to roost. Inti, se woye dama, oye aja achiro ho, that to amo. They were doing it those times. We were not talking. Yeah, because at the end of the day, the vigilantes in MPP, I mean, one day be me, I was praying there. I mean, driver no be wa accustomed there. Car, make it annoy, I buy the car, another BB. Oh, because I was prepared for a showdown. Seriously. Because the way I've done my car, you would think there is 2016 vehicle with a 2009 number plate because I really spec'd it. I changed it from 2009, the face, the back to 2016. And I was praying there somebody will stop me, but it wouldn't have been nice. Obiasu will stop him.
But you're going to take the law into your own hands.
But those people are taking the laws into their own hands.
Former member of parliament.
No, but listen. listen.
So you found me also.
Yeah.
Also the also.
No, you see,
Vigilante.
because
Vigilante.
No. It's not. I'm not playing. Look, sometimes, let me tell you one thing. Sometimes those people need to be faced so that they don't take people for granted. Fair, you in my house, then you come. That's because I've been in government before. So the vehicles that I'm using are government vehicles. Before you come to my house, you go and check. This is the car number. Find a way of getting the chassis number and whatever. So if you are coming to the house, you know that this is the car number that is missing from ABC. But not by hearsay. Obi a catch the women with the any pack 2 Land Cruisers for me fee. Into pack 2 Land Cruisers for me fee. Not that I buy a car until they should come for it. I mean, how many? Tell me. Abronia and where you call 1 round. Tell me how many government officials are what Moji was saying. They should publish it. Then I went to Aquinas' house. I took 2 Land Cruisers. I went to
local government.
Tell me, let them publish. Them are doing a wild goose chase now. Walk around. How many ministers have they been able to retrieve vehicles that are our government vehicle? None. You know, so you see, sometimes, let me tell you one funny story. Abra, you know why they were not getting some of the cars they were looking for? That day when MPP took over power and they gave them everything, at the Flagstaff house, when Nanado was going to his hometown, I'm telling you, everybody goes there and pick a key and enter the car and move. So now people were not returning the cars. They don't know where the cars were. But then, the day of handing over, they saw all the cars there. But Abra walk on now, you can work to car. Without proper logging. Until at the end of the day, it was very difficult for them to find where the vehicles were. As I say, then you blame it on former government appointees that they've taken vehicles out.
All right. Dr.
So the law, the Nanado, they know a lawyer, but supporter of rule of law, the CCR, Robert and Nanado, because the Kenyan are rhetoric. So now, action. Lead the crusade of anti-vigilantism.
Dr. Ko, Shatta say we should lead the crusade against anti-vigilante. Now, only I always cite the AC how I do to time. The ministerial post be anka na the for experts in a chair. Okay, the Unim, his nature, he is not a violent person. I always use him. He's a very calm person, even in his arguments. I admire him a lot. Haruna, him, away. Say in managing a group, a constituency, there are all kinds and shades of people in it. There are people who are very rebellious. But politics is one of the groups I would join here. It is a company and sorry. I can say, oh, Sebi, you work or ya dot into your power. When people misbehave, the law must work. Political management must also work. You have to talk to them and all that. The two must exactly. Oh. Now, so we say obi ye basa when people the oil no Sebi idea party no we condemn it. Say Delta any idea my energy we are ashamed of what they are doing. But I remind people that I don't want to cite what happened in NDC time and all that. Why? Because you say as a group, no, say you Ghana for the Ghana political parties. A chair sua say you want no or mine. We have to deal both the political management and the law must also work. Even a sorry mo, or shut me catch we say pacho to the demon. Where the Holy Ghost is supposed to be working. So the point I want to make say, Omayini ampa power bar. I was say shut and kai say. In Krofosu Bebre, in frustration in the system for the past, I'm moving some more bread. Look, in share party for last, you know, me ko hold the program, me di sebi dokno, ni ekwako didi, me party for mine. Obi sorry as a fat dokno free. Now we pay you money. Me buefu. The man is a frustrated person. And I'm partner to say, man, fair duane ambassador no na me di man instead of a job. But me nim say oh share you man. Yes, now who say me dwe hu. And you say sebi o me na me want to me na bibi. So the point I want to make is that people are frustrated, and sometimes omu behavior, no, of course, like way is uncalled for. Not only BB, on the last, honorable Kennedy Japan, be obi amichano. Then the city the Tuesday. Ken Kabibi say time and data force for the choir no. One disown because on him say omu buan they worked. And okay so yen show omu issues no political management okay say we should look at it as we also look at the law. Actually omu sa ko here basa so see na musu den na mo yi. Sometimes oba utimi holding because ufri say holding kasa upon level bi so see mo fa Exactly. So I think that's the angle that is coming from. Say, from day one, I've always said the law should work, but admitting also that these are people who must be talked to and managed despite their frustrations. But where they are going, now you know, me catch and Crawford say the fact say you house to house, Emma party, ukoye campaign, and she say and the sign of loyalty. One of the biggest signs of loyalty say we pay my decision say me the way I am see ya. No. Ujitum. Omayini. Inti be party for cho sebi. Nanado ewon omayini me mako ni fieda. It was not a good thing. Party penny bia owo region bi omo misbehave. Ushe how strict he was on the person. Na kasa ordinary kana. Anytime nyama we see no, it hurts him. But say na me kan no, oye honest person, only say as a leader of a big political party, a big group, no, there are different elements in it. And when issues come, you must be bold like the president is saying that when they get hold of you, when they say Delta Force, Yamamu lawyers, only say party who paid for the lawyers. Because we admitted, say, they were party people. But Yamamu lawyers, and then just say, court, we were making them understand, say, it's because we've worked with you. But this behavior cannot be right. Only say I'm robber, cry, man, lawyer. I'm robber, man, lawyer. The lawyer can say I'm robbery is good. But as part of procedure, no, okay. So that into my discussing these issues now. One also important point maybe you say Ghana as a country, constitutional political authorities and appointee here, army chiefs, police chiefs. Shatan say it's a problem for all of us. Going forward, we must find ways appointed police chief here, whether he acts or not, and your politician and they be keeping where they are or not. Okay. And no matter time my power. Na say you Atamil's bodyguard. Omuye ward say was central region. Omu okay Kufo bodyguards. Because there's some level of mistrust. Obi oppositioner for Aban because if you say police chiefs no G instruction. These are the big problems you have to do. Otherwise, in the next 16 years, after 4 terms, say this is bad power. Still no one shot. What? There will be vigilance.
After 4 days. Well, Madam was a lot of text messages about, but I mean to me, a lot. Okay. Please give this farewell message to Brother Aquinas. Professor Butcher certainly won't discuss the real findings in public. That is understandable. Okay, that's a former MC for Techiman under Kufuor's regime, Prince Dojina. Among trust me, Nanado being as clean as snow won't shield any act of corruption. The man is really meant for business. Kabiesi was second D, and that's what is of mine. President Kufuor believes in the rule of law and will not shield wrongdoers. Ghana is the safest hands. And then Tafa from Amaria, congratulations to our new CJ. We hope to see changes within the judiciary. Also, the delaying of cases is another issue that we have to talk about. Kweku Jesse, please tell former minister to stop saying nobody took government vehicles for Nanado's Thanksgiving service at the Buakwa. Okay, that's what he wants to say. JB wants someone. How could Kwesiboche present a 455-page report to people who don't like reading? Seriously, I can't think far. And this one says that, please, he was cautioning us about the English language. The basic had him saying, Honorable Aquinas, memory feast on the 1st of July, as we go for the final funeral rites for the late Obapeng Susanna Esidua, daughter from Enoya, 94 years. So Enoya, me ko bua my yabo canopies. That's correct. You ko canopies. Okay. So Kwaba. About final words from Honorable Aquinas and Dr. Oko boy. Kwaba. Okay, so you saw by a rapport and Dr. Okoboy, Wahanim say, Dr. Okoboy, and I just say, Oka Legicukum Pesa, so a former Central Regional Minister, former Mpensenpensenmu MP, he's been deputy ministers, fisheries and local government, and a lot of boards and so on also. So when it comes to local and international content in terms of body politics and democracy, you're unable to write him off. That is enough for Aquinas for you. Oh, last message for us as we watch you this morning, Ghana for you. where we are heading towards a hopeful and what should we do in opposition? And so those who have power, so what should they do?
My little advice to young brothers our power is here. Near there, Dorothy Saren, or you who the nature chair. It is so big, kind of which chair. Or that what down when you know what the oracle. And you may be recorded. Or you at it. You there, new government now, over for more CEOs and that kind of thing. But I'm begging the government not to put square pegs in round holes. I'm seeing it all over. People who don't even have idea about where they are. But because he was a financier of the party, and at the end of the day, he doesn't even understand the terminologies they use in that company, in that setup. We beg them. We don't want them to leave office in 2020 with all our offended state institutions and whatever broken down. NDC, what we did were fine. We were using technocrats to run the place. Like, hey, this guy has been in the system for 25 years. Why you do for example, let's say if we say we're going to look at a place like, I don't want to use Gapua, but let me use Gapua. You know, Gapua, you bring somebody who is a technical person to manage the port.
I don't go through the ranks now and I'll go do so.
And let me say, you have to, because you have people who have worked in the port for 30 years.
The in and out thing,
They've risen to the point of director of maybe port or whatever. Because of political this thing, you ask maybe the person to go on leave, somebody who is not even due for leave. And you go and bring somebody who knows next to nothing about port operations or about airport management, then you bring the person to come and manage the place because of political cronyism or offended financier. Master, please, let's do the right thing. And to ask the opposition we have to say the right things. Yeah, we are telling you when you are going wrong, we are telling you, we'll give you advice. If you take it, fine. Because the way NPP is going, I don't see them winning 2020. I don't know what magic wand would change things around next year or whatever. Okay. But I pray, all we pray is the country to move forward. Although mine, okay. More fun touch, more fun kodam. Osande maybe obi mu tira most working, obi mu was or come out 8 years. Until there would be preco. But although we there, it is the dada way. Oh yes, it is the preco.
Okay. All right, Dr. Ko.
Yeah, Omani, the mechanism signal buying way as show no trace or ya buy o can or heading oti na ampa o track when onim say acha. And me encourage you. Zinanado is a Democrat. If you have worked with him, so you see that they are conform resist opposition or criticism. He does not. And he may encourage you on. They should do more of that. Okay. Civil criticism is excellent. My message I made my Ghanaians say, as of mine, challenges are a doors, huge. Now, Aban Wesu is committed to working hard to make sure say challenges in our world addressed. About the issue of roads. In fact, I am free legislative road network. We have serious challenges. Now, Minister Amakwata Obena, they be also anytime. Sometimes it's me come to office 9, no, or 8, 10. I've met him beyond 10 crowd before. In Paiboni say resources are here. Any nyansano, nyamuni be my na heading. Oma ne koyi ya uwa endi sana MPP. Still you any na benefit. Okay. That's the message.
And I be me that. And my road. Okay, so the NIB Jumekuna is also Yara Mela Activa fertilizer, Papa, so with us, lucky about from the Masina, organic green food for us, with the Masia, we don't mind any crop Nasantia this year, Patrol Laundry Service, or a year Kumasi Ashtown, also a Hibia Bisi Sabre, Kososhe Adom TV, the Kawajan, bro.